Welcome to Grey Overload. I'm Anthony, and here we go. Another security flaw. Not a huge, shocking surprise. Now that we're getting some of these, machine learning, language models type stuff, there's going to be probably even, stuff in NPUs, GPUs, CPUs, wherever these language models run, a new ability to be able to go in and say, hey, is there any security flaws here? And that's what we're kind of starting to see. So this one's called LeftoverLocals. It's listening to large language model responses through leaked GPU local memory. Here's the website, and that's kind of what they say. They did a really good job in here. I'm not going to go through all this page. It is, let's just zip through it. See, really quite long. At the bottom here, what did it say? A little bit their terminology and stuff. But, what they're saying is that this vulnerability here allows the recovery of data from the GPU local memory created by another process on Apple, Qualcomm, AMD, and Imagination GPUs. LeftoverLocal impacts the security posture of GPU application as a whole, with particular significance to LLM, large language models, and machine learning models run on impacted GPU platforms. By recovering the local memory and optimized GPU memory regions, we were able to build a POC where the attacker could listen to another user's interactive LLVM session, e.g. Lambda CPP across, or LLAMA across the process or container boundaries shown below. So they were able to go through this, right? They had AMD, Apple, AMD, Qualcomm, Imagination. They did say that NVIDIA confirmed that their devices are currently not impacted. And like they mentioned here, one reason for this is that they have, been kind of tested more. They're more out in the open on these models, and they maybe are just able to come across something like this and fixed it previously. And then ARM also confirmed that their devices are currently not impacted. So a little bit there. AMD does have their severity, and they are going through. Notice it's a lot of desktop processors, right? Anything with the GPU attached to it kind of has this 7040 series graphics cards, data center GPUs, MI300s. They are, planning to create the new model that prevents this. So they are working on it, and this is, I will say this, AMD thinks, but for these people that found it, congratulations to them because they did the hard work. The Trailer Bits was reporting on this, but it was Tyler Sorensen, Heidi Kokloff, Max Amman, and if I do apologize if I messed up your name, Adalyn Travers and Kelly Cardosius. Yeah, I am. I like to hear the names first. It's easier. But sorry if I did butcher that. They say that this is, butcher your name. This is a medium. It's a data leak. So this is something, like I've said before, uh, when you find these, it's not so much that we will never find another um, another security flaw ever again. It is a opportunity for us to patch and to harden against, some of these vulnerabilities, and that can be executed in the wild. So I do hope that, everyone affected by this is able to go through and see if these are, once they're patched, they're no longer exploitable. But there'll probably be another, exploit, and this is only coming because we are now using GPUs in a much different way, right? And as this expands and grows, expect more, because if there is data there that is valuable, or there's an access vector to be able to take over or gather data, attackers are going to want to go into that vector and be able to, or use that vector to be able to access that data, so that, they're malicious, right? And there's the malicious activity is doing this. So this Leftover Locals, you know, a great little name there. And they're going through and being able to identify this, I think is a, you know, great way to help out the community and get, you know, to be able to get fixes back, you know, put into the GPUs or whatever devices, you know, using this, you know, the MPUs. I'm sure that they'll have some sort of issue down in the future as they get more use. So this is one of those things where, uh, you know, it happened, it's out there, and I'm glad to see that this was published a couple days ago. So I don't know when I'll release this video, but this was published on the 16th. Getting this out there and having the identification, and for AMD to get patches out there, and well, Apple and everybody else, and identifying it is a good thing. It is something that we need to take into account, but don't think that you're on a perfectly solid computer all the time. You know, there's going to be attack vectors everywhere, and this is just another vulnerability, another video I want to do on it, because I think it's good that we be reminded that not everything is perfectly secure unless we're, you know, locked in a box by ourselves, right? Not connected to the internet. It's not. There is vulnerabilities out there, and that's just the part of this. And being able to be hardened against it does help, and we have to identify that. And security researchers or whoever else are able to find it, hopefully they are rewarded for what they're able to find, because it is good. You know, it's a good thing to do, right? And it's a good find. So this happened on AMD, Qualcomm, Imagination, and Apple GPUs. And we'll just see from there on. It looks like NVIDIA is pretty hardened against it. Intel, I don't think, has seen anything yet. And ARM has not had anything on there, but you never know what the future holds. So with that, let me know if you have any questions on this. I wasn't going to dive in exactly how, you know, it all works. They have good videos, and I'll post their website below in the description, so you can just click on it and go and access it if you'd like, and then you can watch those videos and read through it in there. So thank you so much for watching and supporting Gray Overload and helping this channel grow. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, God bless.